Hello, welcome to another episode of Camposol Through Time. This week we're looking at the mines and mining in the area. And tunnelling in to find out more in the studio with me today is our very own historian and time traveller, Antonio Hernandez Benitez. Antonio, hello again.
Hello.
How you doing?
Fine.
You have some rocks and things, mining in the area.
Exactly.
It's anyone driving from Camposol down to Matheron can't miss the fact that this is a really busy mining area, or it certainly was.
It was.
What have people mined here, and why is it here specifically?
Well, the main area for mining in Matheron area was Matheron town, but there was plenty of different mining locations all around Matheron district, and actually during the different ages, they were mining different metals. We have to think like in the early metal age, they are already mining in Matheron, looking for copper, zinc, okay, to make bronze as well, and there were different other metals that they were looking for different periods of the history.
So go back to bronze itself. The Bronze Age, everyone knows, was one of the first metal ages.
Exactly.
There is a settlement actually on near Bolnuevo on the hill.
Exactly.
I've walked up to it, and they've got a little hut that they've reproduced, but they've also got all the buildings. The guys and girls that live there in the Bronze Age, sort of 2,500 years ago, probably.
Something like that, yes.
Yeah. Were they using bronze tools?
Yeah, for sure.
Those people, and they would have got the copper and the zinc locally.
Locally.
So they were miners as well back then, 2,500 years ago.
Exactly, they were. And one of the reasons why they were sitting in this place, not only because it was a defensive area, it's because as well they found actually what they were looking for, to make their own tools around.
Because they had the tools, they had the bronze tools they could make from the metal in the Matheron region as far as the mines. They had the wetlands to hunt.
Exactly.
And eat, so it was a perfect area for them.
In those days, yes, it was.
And then there's been other metals in Matheron, hasn't there?
Exactly. I mean, then the other big period of the mining in Matheron area is actually during the Roman times, where they were looking mainly for silver, iron, and lead, because there were those three metals that were very important for the industry and the economy of the Romans. And actually, they found out actually in Matheron area, especially in Matheron town, there was quite a lot of those resources.
So with silver, it would have been for money, for coins, probably?
Yes,
and
mainly,
lead, mainly for plumbing and things like this, because they did use lead pipes, didn't they?
Exactly, yes, that's right.
They didn't know it wasn't that good for them.
But,
we don't use that anymore. So they were basically mining for whatever they could find. And it's not. It doesn't just stop at silver, lead, and copper, does it? Because there's so much mineral.
Exactly.
Wealth.
All together, somehow there was a mix of different other metals. So obviously, when the Romans were excavating, they used to find and they used to select different metals. But there were some of them that they actually didn't use it. It's actually later on in the 19th century where they will use those metals, and they will look as well. This industry, they will look for the old deposit of the waste of the Romans and different other centuries to reuse those metals that they didn't use it for them.
So they became more efficient at extracting the material.
Exactly.
So they'd go into the slag heaps, and I've seen Gold Rush, and I've seen them do this before, where they go through the old materials because they're more efficient at reclaiming.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's something like, think about if the Romans, they were looking for 3-4 different kind of metals, and then a few centuries after, or a few thousands of years, then later, they're looking for a particular metal, like is, for instance, the alum, which was very important for the Matheron mines. During the Roman times, this metal is not really valuable.
Aluminium. This is
Exactly.
the alum is the raw state, and aluminium is the material that we all know. Yeah.
And so for the Romans, they didn't really use that much this type of minerals, but actually in the 19th century where it's getting very important, and is where the industry in Matheron, or the mining industry, they're going to make a big effort to excavate, and they're looking mainly for this metal.
When you say excavate, the different types of mining, you've got open cast mining where you literally take everything away, but they're also going down in tunnels.
In tunnels.
So are they doing both here in Matheron?
The Romans, they were doing, some of them, they were using, like, as you say, like open fields, like they were excavating and so on. But it's actually in the 19th century and from medieval times, really, until the 20th century, where they're using actually tunnels to make, and they are actually in the 19th century where it's going to be the deepest ones as well, looking for as much as they can find inside the Matheron area. And there are actually hundreds of them, hundreds of different tunnels that even nowadays we don't really know that they are there, actually.
And I know the mines are open for tours, but I take it all the tunnels are all closed off now, and can you still go down them?
Well, some of them you can still going down there. I don't recommend it because it's quite risky.
Not official tours then?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I mean, we are talking about the official tours. They will be around Matheron mines, but I'm not expecting that they will go inside the mine.
Okay.
Okay.
Because it's going to be dangerous. So,
for sure.
If you're thinking of doing that, don't go down the mine because you don't know what's down there.
Think about a few of the mines in Matheron town. They were over 600 meters deep.
Really, 600 meters.
Yes. So we are talking about it's very risky, because majority of the tunnels as well, especially which are the deepest ones, they will be flooded with different,
of course,
water and so on, and it's quite risky, so.
So in the day when they were going down this deep, they would have had pumps and.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And how would they have got the water out so they could actually mine it?
Well, actually, they used to have in the 19th centuries where there is a big investment from different companies, French companies, the Aguilas company as well, which used to be part of that. It used to be British company, or British investment. They used to bring actually technology from United Kingdom, from France, from different other areas, which actually there were plenty of steam machine.
Yeah.
Okay, not only a train, there was actually a train from Matheron town to Puerto. Okay, as well there were plenty of different steam machinery to actually be able to pump the water from the mines, and as well to be able to take actually all the minerals from the different tunnels to the surface as well.
So you said with a train, it just begs the question, when they were mining, they'd come up with ore, something like this, a metal ore.
Yes.
And would they process the ore in Matheron, or would they send it out to, let's say, Puerto Matheron, then on a ship to somewhere else to process
Initially, no. Initially, they used to just take the metal and export it somehow, okay? Or send it to a different destination. But then there is an investment, as I say, and there will be different areas where they will actually melt the metals and they will transform those stones, those minerals that they're getting from the mines, in actually proper metal. There will be some in Matheron town as well in Puerto. There used to be some of them, in order to get more value for the work they used to do.
Because it's already been processed, so
Exactly.
it's a higher price, and also the transport costs money, more transport costs.
Exactly.
As an ore. Because this one, I just want to show you this because this feels really weird. You look at a rock and you think to yourself, that's just a rock, and it looks like any other rock. But then when you feel the weight of it, honestly, it does feel like lifting up a metal weight.
Yes, exactly.
It's so much heavier than your regular rock.
Exactly.
It's kind of weird, really. Not sure what metal is in here, but
Well,
it's definitely full of.
I'm not sure
very
what
heavy.
kind of metal exactly, but this one is an example of this transportation of metal. This is actually taken from where is Gran Mundo restaurant?
Yeah.
Behind that there is a beach actually where they put in summer the fair. Near the beach actually there is an area where there are plenty of stones, which the same color as these ones, and this is actually where they used to load the different ships. Okay, and this is one of them. Actually, was coming from Matheron and going to the port, and for whatever the reason, it's still there.
And this one escaped its demise in turning into a coin or something.
Exactly.
Also, you've got this one. This is got white in it. It's got sparkles. I don't know if you can see that at home.
As I say, I mean, they were on the same location, plenty of different minerals and different type of rocks and different type of stones, and it was quite normal to find as well different other things like quartz or different other metals all together on the same place, on the same location.
Yeah, because most of the rocks that we see around, they're pretty much sandstone and they're sedimentary rocks from, like you say, about the sea,
Exactly.
sediment on the sea. But when you see something a bit colourful, you think, oh, I wonder what that is. And I've also got something here, which is very special. This one, have a look at that. Isn't that good?
Is one opal from mines of Mazarrón. Actually, I bought it in a
opal.
Yes.
That is incredible.
I bought it actually in a medieval market. Someone was selling different minerals, and I found it strange, and I asked him, is it from Mazarrón? I said, yeah, for sure. I went down there and collected. And this is actually something that happened, quite a few people, actually, they go inside the mines. What I mean is you will not find, very rare that you will find this on the surface. So some people, they go inside the mines and they pick different minerals for their own collections or for selling them, as this guy was doing.
Because there are hints of more precious metals in the area. Obviously, we talked about silver and lead, but there's been interesting gold in the area, hasn't there?
Well, there was some kind of mines there were some gold mines in Murcia area. Between Murcia and Orihuela, there is only the only location that actually they found gold. Very few amount and very few value. But actually the biggest gold mine near us is actually in Cabo de Gata, which is in Almería, 1 hour away, or 1 hour and a half away from here, and correspond to the same age of metals. Somehow, I mean, they were creating all the mountains around and all the volcanism. It was created at the same time. So for sure, there must be some place actually where there have to be some kind of gold.
I think that's always the dream for anybody, isn't it? When you're looking for hotspots and things like that. There was an incident a few years ago that I've only just learned about where they were actually scanning the ground.
Exactly.
Over Camposol.
Not only over Camposol.
With a helicopter.
Yes.
And a big metal detector underneath it.
Well, it was a big helicopter, plenty of people they will remember, with a big circle. It was all around Camposol and Mazarrón area, as well as different other locations in Murcia region. And they were updating somehow the geological map of Murcia. And actually, they were actually looking for, with a new technology, to find out what kind of metals do we have underneath of us.
So did they find a gold deposit under D sector?
No, not yet. So we have to keep excavating.
Keep excavating. So have a look in your garden. Next time you dig up a yucca, have a look down there. You never know what's going to be there. It's fascinating to know that this is such a rich geological, metally geological area, and it has been going for ages. Because we spoke about when the people were having that sort of, in America, there was a gold rush.
Exactly.
Back in the, was that the
at the end of the 19th century?
19th century, yeah, the gold rush going to the west.
Yes, California,
to Alaska. But there was a similar thing in Spain.
Exactly.
Is that right?
Nearly the same time, the same age, at the end of the 19th century, all around this area there was a mineral rush. It was basically based on silver and lead. Okay, because mainly they found in Almería in a big lead mine, which was very valuable in those days. Lead for different things, the industry of the Victorian times, as you call it, they used to use it. And as well, silver. There was they found quite a few silver mines, especially in the area of Portman and La Unión. And actually, quite a few people, they were actually looking for new mines. All around this area, in Mazarrón area, but especially in Cartagena area, La Unión and so on. And there were actually, as I said, thousands of people actually looking for to become rich just with the minerals.
Get rich quick.
Yes.
Yeah, that's human nature, isn't it?
Nature,
to try and
yes.
do that. This is fascinating. Thank you very much for bringing all this in. And what an education as far as, because it is nice to be able to know sort of when you see something that's a bit different on the side of the road, like a mountain with a building on top, and it's all crumbled now. Sort of, what happened there? What exactly happened there? And they were people taking things like this out of the earth and making it into something usable.
Exactly.
It is fascinating. I mean, the mines themselves. What's the future of the mines? Because there's got to be some value still down there.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they're still metals. plenty of different other metals in the area. Actually, you can feel it when you are driving your car and you find out that in some areas the radio, you are not able to listen the radio properly. You have like some kind of interruption in the radio, or the mobile phones as well. Plenty of people, they complain, oh, like when I'm in this sector, I cannot use internet so much, or the speed of internet is lower, or when I go into Mazarrón area, my telephone stops, and this is because of all the metals, which we have it underneath.
And they're interfering with the signal.
Exactly. And actually there was a project in the 90s. I think it was a kind of Irish company that they made a project of reopen the mines and trying to reuse actually all the waste from the mines of the centuries before, and trying to excavate as well to look for new metals that actually they were not looking in those days. Okay, but actually I was told that this project was stopped because of the new European regulations of environmental issues, and because the mines are very close to the Rambla, and as well very close to the sea.
Yeah, to the beaches.
Exactly.
Yeah. So the mining stopped?
The mining stopped.
For now.
For now.
Thanks for coming in today, Antonio. Brilliant.
Thank you.
Interesting as always. Cheers.
Thank you.
And thanks very much for watching. This is Camposol TV, and this was Camposol Through Time. We'll be here the same time next week for another episode with Antonio. So keep watching Camposol TV, and we'll see you then. Cheers. Bye.